Hi everybody, hi everybody, hi. I gotta drink some water, y'all. So I've been planning a couple things. I hope you can hear the music in the background. I got some Christian gospel music playing. This is Juanita Bauman, the one I usually play for y'all. And before we start, I want to show y'all two things that I made that I started to work on. So first is our friend. First is my tablet, and I put on her some. I already had like these two stickers, but I put these ones, this one right here, this one, and this last one right here, which is 2 Corinthians 12:9. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. And then this one that says, create your own sunshine. Hold on, I had to pause the video. My mom's getting ice. Sorry, my mom had to get some ice. It was her ice break. So anyways, we're gonna continue. So this one, I told y'all, this one says create your own sunshine. It's yellow, and the reason why I kind of regret putting these stickers on is because they made a whole bunch of bubbles and they were kind of see-through, so you know, like, but I still love them. And then this one says it says be gentle with yourself, you're doing the best you can. This one says inhale, exhale, which I really need to put that one on there because I be anxious, really anxious. This one says stay positive. This one says you are something magical. This one says you are more loved than you know. And this one says my dreams coming true. And I love those. But the thing I was really excited to show y'all is my binder that I made. It's not much on there yet, but I'm going to show it anyways because I want y'all to see the beginning of it before it gets to where it's going. Okay, so this is it. It this is from my old necklace that I used to wear, the cross that you used to see me wearing. I put it on here because I needed something to put it on, and this is some old cloth that I had. It has flowers on it. You can barely see the flowers on it. And then this is a sticker. This is a sticker, and these two are stickers. And this is plastic that I got from something. But this one says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. John 14:6. And this one says, that has the world on it. It says, to the world you may be one person, but to one person you may be the world. This is just a butterfly that I had. And then this one says scripture, which will be in this binder. Scripture will be in this binder. And then this one says application, because I wanted to put application because I want to apply myself more when I do things. And when I make this binder, I want to apply myself more. And when you open it, I should probably do it this way. When you open it, it says right here, it says dear Lord, because everything I put in here is going to be for God. And then it has this one sticker that says where focus goes, energy flows, by Tony Robbins. Mind matter. And then this one right down here says fear not, for I am with you. Be not disengaged, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Isaiah 41:10. And this one up here says be kind. And then I have more. This is a piece of paper with the more of this that I put right here. It's the same thing. And then I have, like, I'm gonna show you everything inside, but I just put this picture up. This is supposed to represent me and my heart, and this is supposed to be my husband down here. He's supposed to be coming to me, but you know, it's like I understand, like he ain't there yet. So I just put that picture in there to represent him and his upbringing. And the next page is basically me talking about like how my heart feels about some things. So I wanted to show you guys that I didn't actually, like, I've been busy, like I've been trying to, I had to walk all the way to my sister's house just to get some things done the other day. but I've been trying to just plan to have something to talk about, and I haven't been able to think about anything to talk about. But that's okay, because I already have it like in my head where I want to tell you guys. So hold on, I gotta go turn the music down. I'll be right back. So you guys, I wanted to tell you a bit about me. I want to talk about some things that I've been through, and I wanted to talk about just how good times and hard times, bad times and great times can happen. And we're gonna get into it right now. Hold on, I want to sit a little bit differently right now. Get comfortable. So, and then I'm gonna tell you like a little bit about what I want. And let me write something down real quick. Okay, so we've been talking a lot about warfare and about how, you know, what happens in warfare when you're going through trials and tribulation. And y'all, let me tell you, before I even tell you anything, I have to say this. My memory is very bad right now. It hasn't been restored yet. I know I told y'all that word that I got about everything will be restored to me by God, from God. Even though things have happened, even though I've been through things, everything will be restored to me. But my memory is very bad, and it's very hard for me to remember things. So I'm just gonna try to tell you as best as I can. I even talked to my mom about this a couple days ago, and we kind of disagreed, because like she said that I hadn't been to the hospital till I was like 15, 16. I said I started first going when I was in 13 years old, 14 years old, but she disagreed with me. But what I really wanted to say, because I don't know if I want to try to get into detail about what happened, since I can't really remember. But what I really want to say is that when we go through warfare, you have to train yourself. You have to try to remember and try to stay strong and strengthened in the place of where you know to be strong. You know to be strengthened. You know you can be strong. And I feel like it's because like when you're going through warfare, you have to protect yourself. It's not just about providence. It's about yourself being able to protect yourself. Yes, you can pray for providence. Yes, you can pray that you be protected. Yes, you can pray that you be set free and that you be safe. But at the end of the day, you have to know how to protect yourself, keep yourself safe. So I wanted to tell y'all, it don't matter what happens. It doesn't matter who does it towards you. It doesn't matter. I mean, it matters. It matters what happens. It matters who does what towards you. But at the end of the day, if you don't know how to protect yourself, sometimes people are not going to protect you. And I'm not necessarily talking about God. I'm talking about people in your life, your friends, your family, your familiars. They might not protect you as much as you're going to be able to protect yourself. And mainly it's because we're battling and warring for our minds, and nobody knows us the way that we know ourselves. Nobody knows the doors we keep closed, the doors we keep open, what we hope for, what we dream for, what we want, what we need, what we keep safe, what we keep closed, what we keep locked in, the walls that we put up, the things that we have in our mind. No one knows it like we do, because we're ourselves. We know ourselves. I'm going to take this thing off. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to take that thing off. It was getting on my nerves. But we know ourselves. And it's about the things that are gonna in life, just know that you can trust in the Lord. You can trust in the Lord with all your heart, like the scriptures say. You can trust in the Lord with all your heart, like you're supposed to. You can lean on You can lean on His understanding and not your own. You can try to supply yourself with much strength, but at the end of the day, if you don't protect yourself when you're in warfare, when you're not in warfare, things can happen. And I'm saying this to say that I learned this the hard way, because I didn't know anything about warring for my mind. I didn't know anything about struggling in warfare, struggling in trials and tribulations, struggling in hardship, struggling in any place other than just natural struggles. But when I learned about spiritual struggles, I learned that things actually can happen to you that can change you, or that can stop and prevent you from wanting to live, from having the desire to live. The desire of life within you can fade, or can be tainted, or it can be changed. And it's like, you can go to people, you can go to places, but you still have to fight and try to protect yourself. So what I'm saying is, and you're probably wondering, like, how do you do this? It's not just through prayer, it's through knowing your mind. You have to really know your mind. That's why I really want to write this book called The Breathing Door, so I can explain to people how to protect their mind and know their mind. Because it's not just about the people who can see visions, who have the prophetic gift of prophecy, or the apostolic gift, or the gift of a preacher. It's about being a human being who has to know how to protect themselves. So when I was laying on the bed one day, I was looking, and I've told this story before on YouTube. I was looking through my mind, and I saw the word victory in my mind in the vision. And in this vision that I saw, the word, when I saw the word, it looked weak. And it was really the devil showing me this word. Well, it wasn't the devil showing me the word, but it was what I saw. I was seeing what the devil was trying to do to my own victory. He was trying to weaken my victory so that I could fail, so that I wouldn't succeed, and while he was doing that, he was doing something with the desire that I had inside of me to want to live, to want to go places with people, to want to go around with people. He was trying to weaken me. Wherever I was strengthened, he wanted to weaken me. Wherever I was happy, he wanted to sadden me. Wherever I was wise, he wanted to make me incompetent. He wanted to just make me fail. And in my head, I didn't know that this was something that you could go through. This was something that was real, but it was, and it still is. It's not just about what I was talking about. It's not only about, like, knowing your purpose. It's not only about knowing who you are, and that's what I was trying to say. It's not just about knowing you personally, knowing your worth. It's about knowing your mind. I forgot what I was technically trying to say, y'all. I'm sorry, but you have to protect your mind. Your mind is precious. When you're first born, your mind is so precious. And not just because you don't know anything, but it's because it literally has no fortification of knowledge of just providence or safety or anything. You don't know anything. And as you grow older and you learn things, you still have to know you still have to know each and every way of your mind. Each and every thought, each and every intrusive thought is caused by something that happens to you, or something that you've seen, something is trying to inflict onto your mind. But protecting yourself by praying over your mind, protecting yourself by not watching certain things, by not saying certain things, by not doing certain things, protecting yourself by not going certain places, by not being by certain people, by not allowing things in your energy and allowing things in your aura, allowing things in your mind, in your spirit, in your body, in your soul, in your heart. It's because it all goes back to your mind, and it's so important. And I really wanted to say this today because it's like a lot of people are living and being attacked. When the devil was trying to take my desire to live, I had to fight, because it was like I would get up in certain days, the first thing I would do was sigh and suppressed places, in a suppressed place in myself. I felt like I didn't even want to get out of bed. Like, I didn't want to get up because I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to lay there and let it be over with and be done with. But that's not life. That's not what I'm pressing for. That's not what I'm living for. That's not what I'm living towards. I'm living towards more life. I'm living towards a desire to want to live more. And I had to literally make it a faction, make it a thing, make it an exercise to exercise the strength of wanting to live, because I was fought on that want, that desire. And when that happens to you, you do things, you say things, and you are someone who just who just doesn't have that desire. I always had it. He didn't completely take it from me, but he just like weakened it. And so I had to learn, like, you have to protect yourself in places, because it doesn't show. I mean, it can show, but it doesn't show like physically in this place where it is, in this place where it is. I have this desire, I have this want, I have this need, I have this function, I have this place in me where this is love, where this is peace, where this is hope, where this is joy, and I know how to protect this. No, it doesn't show physically, but we can learn ourselves through actions. We can learn ourselves through words. This is what it is. This is how it is. This is who I am. This is where I'm going. This is who I love. This is that. And at the end of the day, you just have to functionally and naturally cause yourself to react and to act upon those places and for those places, in order to protect those places, to have and keep those places. So that's all I wanted to say to y'all. This will have a part 2, but I love you guys, and I'll be right back. Okay, I love y'all.